Welcome to another great testimony for Water Fast Warriors. And here we are with Jean Lotus, a 56-year-old journalist. Take it away, Jean.
Hi. Um, so I decided for the January fasting challenge to do a 14-day fast. That was not what I had decided when I started the fast. I just decided to keep going. Um, I really was going to do maybe a 4-day fast. My background was that 10 years ago, I read about intermittent fasting, and I was about 10 or 15 pounds overweight, having 5 kids and having, my youngest was about 5 years old. And I read about studies in mice and studies in longevity and, skipping a day. So I did that for a while and I lost about 15 pounds. And I thought it was amazing because it worked. However, it was really damn hard to eat every other day, especially when cooking for family, etc. Um, so, so Al and I met through a writers group, and he told me his story about how he was able to basically get a second chance in life, curing all of these serious conditions that he had of becoming medication free due to fasting. And so I said, well, I should try this. I should get back on the horse. And I should also say, before I met Al, I was doing the 16-8. So I was skipping breakfast basically and not eating till lunchtime. And I was 162 this time in 2020 before the pandemic. And then I had brought my weight all the way down to about 145, maybe. So I had lost, a significant amount just doing intermittent fasting, or not intermittent, but time restricted eating. So then I met Al and I heard about this, basically sort of the rejuvenation qualities of fasting. So I started, first I did like a 24, then I did a couple 48s, then I did a 72. And then I said, oh, well, I'll do maybe a week or 4 days. And I decided to just keep going. So, so what was it like during the 14-day fast? Right now I'm 15 days out of the fast. And I'm 7 days out of the refeed process. So during the fast, the first 4 days, first of all, the first thing that surprises you about fasting is that you're not hungry, and you say, why is that? I've been conditioned so hard through life to know that everyone is supposed to eat 3 meals a day, and if you don't, something is terribly, terribly wrong. So here I had gone for 4 days and I was not, I wasn't hungry. So that is strange. That was a surprise to me. I was interested in the idea of ketosis. I was interested in the idea of basically the visceral fat that I had, even though I had lost 15 pounds or so, or, 12 pounds, I had a very stubborn waistline, and it was 37 inches and it had been forever. And, I just kept losing a pound a week, and the waistline did not budge. So the idea that your brain is operating on fat stores kind of was appealing to me, and thinking, well, maybe this will make that waistline budge a little bit. Um, so uh, so we go through past day 4, and I kind of had a late version of the switch between it's glucose and ketosis burning, and I felt kind of tired. I started the fast right before the weekend, as Al suggested. One of the things that I think a lot of people notice is insomnia, waking up several times in the middle of the night, thinking about food, dreaming about, like meals that people are eating. Um, you're very interested in food, even though you're not physically hungry. Uh, so I got to day 7 and I thought, well, maybe I'll just keep going to 14. One of the reasons I thought that was even possible was because I had seen a testimonial from Al's one of his coaching clients, Rebecca, that he helped through do a 14-day fast. And she, seemed to have gotten through it and was extremely happy. She said that she had, her pants size had been reduced, and she felt like, even though she had dropped to this weight, as the weight came back, it like came back to the right places instead of the wrong places. So she seemed like she survived it, and she was an ordinary person. So when I got to day 7, I told the group, and of course we had this group meeting every day and talking about our challenges. So when I got to day 7, I said, I'm going to keep going and I'm going to try for 14. So one of the things, it's just a very, I think one of the challenges is that it's just very mental to get past the hurdle of, can I just not eat? What if I just drop dead? What if I faint? Everyone always thinks, what if I faint? And I never fainted once. But I did, I did look forward to the day when I finished. I kind of tried to go to bed early to get, move the hours faster. By the time 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock rolled around, I was like, yes, I'm almost through another day. I put a little F on my calendar for fast. And I also had tried to plan it during a couple weeks when I was not really working all that many shifts, but I got a bunch of extra shifts that were assigned to me for vacation shifts for other people. So I made it through working 8-hour shifts, and I'm a writer, so I had to think that whole time. A lot of hot tea and just kind of plowing through. So about day maybe 10 or 12, 13, I said, oh, I think I'm going to measure my waist. And holy cow, it was 34 inches, which was bizarre because it really did not look that different in the mirror. But evidently the internal fat that is around your organs, which was honestly the thing I was most worried about health-wise, was sort of being taken away. And also, Al also experienced this. It looked like I had sort of lines across my stomach that as sort of fat right under the skin was sort of being, I guess, recycled. That those were kind of new. Also, I had some kind of unpleasant burps as the or just suddenly bad breath as the sort of ketosis came along, and the toxic things in your fat escape your body, either through the top or the bottom. And so I got to day 14, and then one of the things that that is different for everyone is how you start up your digestive system again. And I basically, I had experienced starting up a digestive system again after C-section surgeries, which basically they give you clear broth and apple juice for the first couple days. So I tried. I didn't really do that. I looked online, and that was one of the things that we did not, there wasn't a lot of resources, and people would say things like, I ate a big piece of fatty meat after I fasted for 14 days. So I had a tiny piece of bacon and some other stuff, and oh, my stomach just really hurt. So then I was like, back up, clear broth and juice and clear juice. So that's what I did. And that kind of got my digestion working again. And then slowly, I got it going. So I did the refeed for 7 days, which is half of the uh, length of the fast. And now I'm at day 15 and I'm doing, oh, the other thing is I did exercise throughout the fast. I did a 2-mile walk with my dog every day. And luckily, uh, the weather was, not great in January, but we just did it every day. And luckily I had the dog as the excuse. So that, I think that's really important to get some form of exercise just to get things moving as you're doing that. However, I did not do any kind of difficult workout or anything. I'm not really a workout person, but I'm doing more workout stuff now that I'm out of the refeed. So I'm now day 7 out of the refeed, or day 8 out of the refeed, and I'm doing some strength exercises with some 2-pound weights and some planks and I'm keeping up the walking. So that's where I am right now. I feel great. I am at a level weight wise where, I'm basically at the level I was at in high school, and it's kind of stayed that way. During the fast, I lost about a pound a day, but it's come back slowly, but it has not like ballooned back up to 150 pounds or anything. So I feel like it was a great experience. I just cannot believe, during it, I just thought your mind just goes all kinds of crazy places. And it's so helpful to have a group of people that are doing it with you. I cannot recommend that enough, because if you can just talk about it with people who understand what you're doing and just unload, you really do have, it really helps you get through the day instead of just hypothesizing about, what might happen if am I going to have a heart attack? Am I going to just drop dead? No, you're not. So thank you, Al, and thank you to the group very much for all your support during this 14-day fast. And we'll see if we end up, I'm going to start doing the time restricted eating again. And just hopefully keep myself at a healthy weight. Thank you.